We are back in the 207 Kitchen at our main studios. Our guest today, Lindsay Sterling from ImmigrantKitchens.com. She's all about making friends with immigrants, going into their kitchens, hearing their stories, sharing their recipes, and she's got one of them for us today. What are you making, Lindsay?
We are making Mexican chilaquiles, which is fun to say and even more fun to eat. It's made out of tortilla chips soaked in a sauce of blended green tomatoes or tomatillas I use. They're amazing. You just peel these papery things off, and they're like mini green tomatoes inside. You blend those up in a blender with serrano chili peppers.
Right.
And maybe a touch of water if you need to get your blender going. And then you end up with this green mash. And you cook that just a little bit with some chicken bouillon. I use Better Than Bouillon, or you could use chicken stock. I'll just see how these eggs are doing. Oh, they're looking pretty good. I'm gonna let them go. Then you do this cool thing. I should probably have the heat on here. You cook the blended stuff, and then you literally just like pour tortilla chips in there. It's so weird because you're like, oh my God, they're gonna get so soggy.
But they
weird.
don't? They don't?
They turn this magical texture that's not soggy, and it's amazing.
It's magic.
It's magic. And then you can have like kind of chips sticking out the top. So you could have some crunch, you could have, but it basically like tightens up the tomatillo sauce.
Okay.
With that. So we're gonna let that soak, and we'll cook our eggs. And then you just put the mash and the chips down on your plate. You top it with whatever you want. Eggs, braised meats would be good, seared chicken, steak slices, anything would be good. And then you top it with fresh toppings.
And even though we've got a fried egg in this recipe, it's not something that would usually be eaten at breakfast in Mexico, is it?
Brunch food.
Brunch food, okay.
Yeah, it's brunch food.
All right.
Let's see if I can get, ooh, that was pretty good.
That's not bad. You've fried an egg before, huh?
I have. All right, that's cooking. Hopefully that'll thicken up.
All right, we should mention as things are cooking that you've got a series that's going on from now till April. It's called Global Feast. You at ImmigrantKitchen.com and Frontier in Brunswick and Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens, a partnership doing dinners where each dinner focuses on the cuisine of one particular country, and you bring people in, you talk about food, you cook together, and then you share a dinner together at the end of the evening.
Yeah, it's so fun. We set up a whole bunch of tables with like ingredients just like this, with teams of people, and everyone gets together and gets the pleasure of actually cooking the dish, which is super fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big kitchen party. Everybody's cooking, and then we learn about a country with the person there who's from Mexico.
The foods of the
or
world,
China or whatever
bringing
we're gonna do.
people together.
Yeah.
All right. How do you know when this is ready? You know, you talked about how it'll achieve this magical consistency and the chips won't be soggy. How do you know when they're ready?
Well, they do get kind of soggy, but in a good way. When it firms up a little bit. So we'll wait for that to firm up, or we'll just plate it up.
They're already crispy when you put them in there.
Oh, yeah, it's getting good. It's getting good. So I'll just. It would get slightly more firm if we waited a little bit long, but we gotta plate this puppy up, right?
Okay,
so we'll just stick some on a plate. Oopsie, got a little. It's so flavorful, fresh, zippy, tangy, a little bit spicy.
This is a good dish for when the weather starts to get a little chilly.
Yeah, any time of year though, any time of year. And I'm just gonna wipe this nasty edge up.
No worries.
And then we will put some eggs on top of that.
As Lindsay is doing that, let me tell you where to get the recipe. Just go to newscentermaine.com, the 207 section, and we'll also have more information on the Global Feast series that Lindsay is going to be a part of that's happening at Frontier in Brunswick monthly, not every month, but just about every month through April, with, again, the focus of each dinner being on one particular country. Hey, that looks really nice.
Doesn't that look like you just want to gobble that up?
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Yeah. All right, put that right out where everybody can see it. Again, the recipe on our website, mobile app, newscentermaine.com, as well as more information about Lindsay's business, ImmigrantKitchens.com. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Rob.
Stick around. We're going to be back with more right after this.